I'm going to walk you through a constructive written response, a short constructive response. This year we're calling it a CER, but it is very similar to what you did last year, which was races or ACE. They're all essentially very similar. You have a claim, you support that claim with evidence, and then you tell us why and how they connect together. So today I'm going to walk you through it. If you use some of this information, that's great, but you must write it in your own words. But feel free to pause this video, rewatch to help you as you write your constructive response for this assignment. We will be writing it in class, but again, you can use this as you move forward in this class. All right, so for this assignment, you're going to be writing a constructive response about the night I won the right to the streets of Memphis. I'm going to tell you what the prompt is, which is why did the main character say that he'd won the right to the streets of Memphis? At this point, every one of you should have a story and it should be highly annotated. So you should have some highlights and some notes in the margin. I don't have all that here, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to show you a little story that has a couple highlights for this specific purpose. So why did the main character say he'd won the right to the streets of Memphis? First, you're starting with your C and your CER, which stands for claim. What is a claim? A claim is restating your prompt or question. So in this case, your prompt, why the main character said he won the right, is you're answering it in the claim. So your claim should say something along the lines of, the main character won the right to the streets because. So now I have to think to myself, why do I think he won the right? If you did your job notating, you should have already answered this question in your story. If not, take a minute, think to yourself why you think he won the right. I'm going to go back and look at my highlighted passages and I'm going to say, okay, the mom said, I'm going to teach you this night to stand up and fight for yourself. That's pretty cool. And then I highlighted this bit. On my way back, I kept my stick poised for instant use, but there was not a single boy in sight. Oh, that means they all ran away from him because they were scared of him now, right? I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to teach you this night to fight for yourself. So that means that his mom wanted him to stand up for himself. And that is the overall message of the story, right? Learn how to stand up for yourself. So the main character won the right to the streets because he learned how to stand up for himself. That is your claim. I'm going to highlight claim in one. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to write them all down and highlight them so that it brings it in my mind. It gives me some clarity. So E is evidence and R is reasoning. So let's do evidence a different color and we'll do reasoning a different color. This is super helpful. I highly encourage you to do it. So this is my claim, yellow, right? Now my evidence. I know he stood up for himself. Now we're going to give the evidence. And because I annotated so well, I have it right here. I'm going to teach you this night to stand up and fight for yourself. Okay. So I'm going to say, in the story, the boy's mom told him, and I have quotation marks, I'm going to teach you this night to stand up and fight for yourself. And then I do quotation marks and then pat period. Right is the author's name, and that's page 1. So you see what I did, and then let's highlight that the right color. So that's evidence, which will be green. Okay, so now I have my evidence. Now I'm going to reason. So I'm just going to give you the basics, the reasoning. So the main character won the right to the streets because he learned how to stand up for himself. In the story, the boy's mom told him, I'm going to teach you this night to stand up and fight for yourself. This quote shows us what? How does this all tie together? I'm going to say the mom. So let me start by highlighting that the right color, which would be blue. The boy's mom knew that he would keep getting beaten up if he did not learn to fight back. She wanted him to gain confidence so he could walk in the street without fear. So let's read that all together one more time. The main character won the right to the streets because he learned how to stand up for himself. In the story, the boy's mom told him, I'm going to teach you this night to stand up and fight for yourself. The boy's mom knew that he would keep getting beaten up if he did not learn to fight back. She wanted him to gain confidence so he could walk in the street without fear. That is a constructed response. That is a CER with claim, evidence, and reasoning. If you have questions, please write them down. Please come see me. Please set up a time where we can meet together. Otherwise, keep watching this video. Rewind it, watch it again, and I hope this gives you some help.